Welcome to Rise and Shine Gazelle. Everybody is looking for the next big adventure, but today, we're diving headfirst into some of the most volatile regions on Earth for Journey into Danger. The world's top 10 riskiest countries. We're ranking these countries based on a cocktail of threats. Think political instability, social unrest, crime rates, and the ever-present shadow of terrorism. So buckle up, because where we're going, well, let's just say you wouldn't want to be caught slipping. First up, we're heading to the Middle East, to a land that's been scarred by conflict for decades, Iraq. This nation has been a tinderbox, ignited by the flames of war, insurgency, and the rise and fall of ISIS. The echoes of gunfire might be fading, but the scars run deep. We're talking about a country grappling with a complex web of sectarian violence, political instability, and the constant threat of terrorism. Navigating this terrain is like walking a tightrope with danger lurking on all sides. But amidst the chaos, the human spirit endures, and that's something we'll see throughout our journey. From one conflict zone to another, we arrive in Syria. This nation has been engulfed in a brutal civil war that's raged for over a decade. Imagine a country ripped apart from the inside out, where the streets are battlegrounds, and the threat of airstrikes hangs heavy in the air. The Syrian people have endured unimaginable suffering, displacement, and loss. The conflict has created a breeding ground for extremism, with groups like ISIS exploiting the chaos. It's a stark reminder of the human cost of war and the long road to recovery that lies ahead. Our journey takes us now to the world's youngest nation, South Sudan, a country grappling with the growing pains of independence. Born from conflict, South Sudan has been locked in a brutal civil war, fueled by ethnic tensions and a thirst for power. Imagine a land where resources are scarce, and violence can erupt at any moment. The lack of infrastructure and basic services only exacerbates the situation, leaving the population vulnerable to disease, hunger, and displacement. It's a stark reminder that true independence requires more than just drawing lines on a map. It demands unity, stability, and a shared vision for the future. We venture to the Horn of Africa, to a land synonymous with piracy and chaos, Somalia. For decades, Somalia has been ravaged by civil war, its coastline terrorized by pirates, and its people held hostage by fear. The extremist group Al-Shabaab casts a long shadow over the region, carrying out attacks with chilling regularity. The threat of terrorism is a constant companion, and navigating this environment requires nerves of steel. But amidst the lawlessness, there are glimmers of hope. Communities are banding together, determined to rebuild their lives and reclaim their future. Our journey into danger takes us deep into the heart of Africa, to a nation often overlooked but grappling with immense challenges, the Central African Republic. Imagine a country where armed groups roam freely, terrorizing civilians and vying for control. Political instability has created a power vacuum, and the rule of law has crumbled. The civilian population is caught in the crossfire, enduring unspeakable violence and displacement. The Central African Republic is a stark reminder that even in the 21st century, there are places where basic human rights are routinely violated, and the international community struggles to intervene effectively. We return to the familiar terrain of conflict, this time to a nation that has known little else, Afghanistan. For decades, Afghanistan has been a battleground for foreign powers, its rugged landscape echoing with the sounds of war. The Taliban, once ousted from power, has made a resurgence, plunging the country back into uncertainty. The withdrawal of U.S. forces in 2021 created a vacuum that the Taliban quickly filled, raising questions about the future of this war-torn nation. The Afghan people, caught in the crosshairs of history, yearn for peace and stability, but the path ahead remains treacherous and uncertain. Our journey takes a turn from war-torn nations to a different kind of danger, the pervasive threat of gang violence in El Salvador. This small Central American country has one of the highest homicide rates in the world, largely due to the grip of powerful gangs like MS-13 and Barrio 18. Imagine a place where extortion, kidnappings, and murder are grim realities of daily life. The government's struggle to maintain control has left many communities feeling vulnerable and desperate. But amidst the fear, there are stories of resilience, of individuals and organizations working to break the cycle of violence and offer hope to future generations. We venture now to a land often described as the world's worst humanitarian crisis, Yemen. This nation has been ravaged by a brutal civil war, fueled by regional powers, and plagued by famine and disease. Imagine a country where millions are on the brink of starvation, where hospitals are overflowing, and where the most basic necessities are scarce. The conflict has created a humanitarian catastrophe of epic proportions, with millions displaced and countless lives lost. Yemen serves as a stark reminder that while some conflicts may fade from the headlines, the human suffering they inflict can last for generations. Our journey takes us to South America, to a nation once rich in oil, but now grappling with a different kind of crisis, Venezuela. Hyperinflation has crippled the economy, leaving millions struggling to afford basic necessities. Political turmoil and social unrest have become commonplace as citizens grow increasingly disillusioned with the government. The lack of essential goods and services has created a climate of desperation, leading many to flee the country in search of a better life. Venezuela's plight serves as a cautionary tale of how economic mismanagement and political instability can unravel a nation, leaving its people to pick up the pieces. Our final destination takes us to Colombia, a country that has made significant strides in overcoming its violent past, but still faces challenges in maintaining peace. Once synonymous with drug cartels and guerrilla warfare, Colombia has worked hard to shed that image and rebuild its international standing. The peace agreement with the FARC rebels was a historic step, but its implementation has been met with resistance and ongoing violence in some regions. Colombia's story is a reminder that the path to peace is rarely linear and requires constant vigilance, dialogue, and a commitment to addressing the root causes of conflict. As we conclude our journey through some of the world's most dangerous countries, it's important to remember that even in the darkest of places, hope endures. The human spirit has an incredible capacity for resilience, and we've seen glimpses of that throughout our travels. From the rubble of war-torn cities to the streets plagued by violence, people are working tirelessly to rebuild their lives and create a better future for themselves and their children. Their stories are a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity and inspire change. Thanks for joining me on this intense expedition. If you found this journey insightful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this.